Alright, so before we get in, I'd like to throw in a disclaimer. There will be no villain leaders on this list. Tiger Star, Broken Star, Donald Trump, and Clear Sky are all off the table because their purpose in the plot is to cause menace and just generally be bad and corrupt and power-seeking. So, obviously they're not going to be on there because it's very obvious that they're the worst. Also, this is for the books that I have read, so whoever the leader in Maple Shade's Vengeance is also off the table. Alright, number 5, Misty Star. She's at least partially to blame for Darktail taking over in Vision of Shadows. She should not have withdrawn herself from the other clans because that made her weak and uninformed, and that allowed Darktail to more easily take over her territory. The reason that the clans keep going to the gatherings, not the reason that they were started in the first place, that's for a different reason, but they serve a new function now, and that is to keep the other clans informed of what danger is out there via communicating with the other clans. Like, for example, hey bro, River Clan, this is important for you, listen up. There's some rogues, a whole bunch of rogues out there, near our border with you and, the outside. So maybe you want to check that out. Look for that. Like, that's the main function of that. That's what I thought the main function of gatherings was whenever I was first reading it. Even if that's not the main function, it's definitely an added bonus. And, other reason I hate Misty Star's guts, she is a massive hypocrite because, she banished all the half-clan cats despite being half-clan herself. Like, maybe she's old and senile and stuff, but I think that we all remember that entire subplot in the first arc, because Blue Star is her mom. She was discriminated and nearly killed by Tiger Star and Leopard Star for being half-clan. Like, surely that was a traumatic enough experience for her to remember it in her old age. Like, it hasn't been that long, bro. Like, your brother died. How do you not remember this? The writers forgot. That's probably what happened, actually. Number 4, Bramble Star. I'm gonna be for real with y'all. There is an in-universe reason that they didn't realize that he was possessed for so long. It is because he was already a horrible leader. In Squirrelflight's Hope, he refused to negotiate with the sisters and told Leafpool not to treat an injured cat as she was bleeding out in the ThunderClan camp. That is very cruel. It is also probably a war crime. I might have to look it up. Not really empathetic or good at negotiating with other groups of cats. This is shown also at the start of Bramble Star Storm when he refused to give the kill to Wind Clan. I think that he probably should have done that. And he's not very empathetic or good at negotiating at all. And I think that this is shown a lot in both Squirrelflight's Hope and Bramble Star Storm. He's not the best leader, all things considered. Alright, number 3, 1 star. He is a pretty bad leader overall. The second he became leader, he attacked his only ally, despite the fact that he was picked as leader because of his ally in Firestar, and the fact that, Firestar helped him dispute the whole thing with Mudclaw. And, that sort of shows that he can't be trusted as an ally to me personally. Because if I was, say I'm Misty Star, right? Say I'm Misty Star, and I am wanting to ally with Wind Clan, because they're always allying with Wind Clan for some reason. Do I want to trust 1 star, the guy who betrayed his only ally in the other clans just because he wanted to show off a show of strength towards his own clan? No, I do not. I want to ally myself with Shadow Clan because he seems not betraying. His decision to not tell the other clans that Darktail was his son could have gotten all of them killed. If the clans knew, they could have been more prepared, and then 90% of River Clan would not have died. Which is the real question in this series is, why is River Clan so buddy-buddy with Wind Clan? Alright, number 4, Rowan-Claw. Rowan-Claw is just the worst. He mishandled the Darktail situation and failed to make the apprentices feel like being in Shadow Clan was worth something. Some YouTubers say he should have instilled more discipline in them. I don't really think that's the case. That's the answer would be to, some clan pride, because apprentices are literally just teenagers, and that's basically how teenagers would react to neglectful parenting. But that's besides the point. The point is, Rowan Claw's clan was weak, and that is, you can blame that on the apprentices all you want, but that's sort of the leader's job to, make things strong as a whole. And if it was one weak apprentice, then sure, yeah, blame it on that one apprentice. But it was obviously a generational thing in Shadow Clan, and whenever there's an entire generation of young people who hate where they're from and, hate everyone around them, then it's probably, an institutional issue or a societal issue. And Rowan Star was the one who was supposed to be in charge of handling that, and so if you think about it, it was really mainly his fault for the Darktail thing. So yeah, blame Rowan Claw. Also, he stepped down instead of fixing it, which is a coward's way out. So I hate him. Alright, time for honorable mentions and or dishonorable mentions, depending on how you want to look at it. I got two for y'all today. Number one, Stoneteller. The fact that he wanted to let their entire way of life die out is enough to put him at the top of this list. However, he's not really a clan leader, he's the leader of the tribe, so he is not at the top. Lucky him. Also, Pine Star. He ditched his entire clan. I don't know how else to explain it, but, he was just bye, I'm gonna go be a kitty pet, which is, fair, but I think that's kind of, he left them to deal with his psychotic son, so he was kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy in that light, because he caused the thing that was prophesized. Alright, number one, final, last, worst clan leader that is not a villain, Leopard Star. She is just the worst. She let Tiger Star into her clan and allowed him to try and kill 4 cats, 2 of which were apprentices, so basically teenagers, and one of them actually did die. And that is all because she had a crush on him. That is the definition of simping. She nearly got 4 people killed because she was a simp. And that's that's the worst. At least the other ones were just genuinely incompetent. She gave it all away for a man. That's very sad. Anyways, if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. It boosts my chances in the algorithm. Consider leaving a comment if you made it this far. Leave a spider emoji for Spider-Man. Let's go.